Hey coaches, what's going on? It is Coach Tim here with another video. And guys, I have a really good one for you today. I'm going to show you exactly how to start a high octane, high value youth football program this year. Now, I'm not just talking about a program that's good on the field, but I'm talking about a program where people in your community, the best of the best, highly engaged parents, highly engaged kids want to play for your youth football program. So this one is not for the faint of heart, but if you're serious about being not only a great coach and winning games, but actually having one of the best programs in your region, stay tuned. We're going to get deep into it, guys. And before we get into the video, do me a solid, like and subscribe to my channel, guys. You would definitely be supporting me and helping me reach more youth football coaches. And that's my gift to you guys. Download my free Beast Formation playbook. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. All right, guys. So let's dive into it. And this video may be a little longer than what I normally do, but I guarantee you that the value that I'm going to give you is going to be worth the time, guys. So when it comes down to starting a high value youth football program, the number one thing you want to focus on is a high octane marketing strategy. Okay, that's right. You want to have a very high octane marketing strategy, because how are you going to get kids on your team if nobody know you exist? Okay, now there's a few principles in place that you can employ when it comes down to having a great marketing strategy. Now, for me and my program, I use social media at scale. I will put money into Facebook ads to be able to reach a lot of parents. And see, the beauty about utilizing like Facebook ads, for example, is that you're able to target a certain demographic, a certain type of person, to be able to really just kind of deep dive into recruiting certain players. So for example, let's say, for example, I want to recruit parents who are highly into sports, right? Usually if you got parents who are highly into sports, and let's say they're between the ages of 35 to 45, they have kids that are in that 5 to 14 age range that may be involved in sports, may be into extracurricular activities. And that way you're able to get these parents who are looking to put their kid on a great youth football program. And another thing that I highly recommend when you are making marketing strategies, particularly on social media, don't be afraid to use video. I use video when I do ads. I use video when I'm just making posts about my program, because again, think about who you're trying to attract, right? You're trying to attract quality. You want to attract people who are going to be an asset to your program and not a liability to your program. So it's really important to make sure that you be different and you use something like video to attract your kids. And there's so many other strategies we can talk about. I can make a whole video on this, which I may end up doing. If that's something that you're interested in, just make sure you leave it in the comments. Say, yeah, man, definitely make a video about marketing. I go a lot deeper into it because I use social media strategies, and I also use community service strategies where I'm actually building relationships with administrators in different schools and different organizations to be able to reach kids who may be associated with them. Okay. All right. Number 2, modern branding. This is a big one as well. You want to be known as the cool team, and you want to be known as the cool team to the kids, okay? But you want to be known as the premium program to the parents, all right? Whenever I start a youth football team or a youth football program, I make sure that we got some of the coolest colors, coolest logos, and really try to do 2 things. I want the kids, when they see our colors, our jerseys, our style, our swagger, I want them to say, "Oh, mom, dad, I want to play for this team. They're different." And with the parents, I want them to see, "Man, these are good people. Whoa, this is a cutting edge team." that attracts quality people to your program. Yes, it will attract just people who just want to be a part just for, the attention, which is fine. But what you really are doing, you're trying to attract people of substance and quality who will be an asset to your program. And I want to be clear about something. When I say people of quality or people of substance, what I'm saying is attracting people who will be more of an asset to your program, help make your job easier as a coach, opposed to you happening to do everything for your program and being burned out. And I can make a whole video on that subject. All right, number 3. This is my favorite one, guys. Massive fundraising. Okay, this is something that I'm good at. This is something that I love doing. Listen, coaches, if you want a premium youth football program, if you want to have the best youth football program, you got to get serious about raising massive dollars. What I mean by that is, and if you're doing this, I'm not meaning to knock you, okay? This is all out of love and respect with what I'm about to say. If your fundraising strategy only includes doing some type of car washes, bake sales where you're trying to raise $100, $200, maybe $500, you're not going to be a high value, high octane youth football program. Whenever I'm doing a fundraiser, the lowest that I'm trying to raise is $1,000. I say the lowest I'm trying to raise is $1,000. When you're fundraising, you need to have in your mind, not only for the year that you're coaching, but you want to have in your mind that I want to have money left over for the following year. So I'm always looking to raise anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000 a year. And when you look at your bank account at the end of the football season and you don't have 5 figures in there, then we're not doing it right. We need to ramp up our fundraising. And it goes back into what we was talking about with having parents who are more assets than liability. Because guess what? If you got parents who don't mind spending money, who are invested into their kids, who are invested into the program, they will put money back into your program, thousands of dollars into your program, and you don't have to worry about scraping up money, losing equipment, to people who really don't care about your program. They want to take more than they want to give. So by the end of the season, you may do free shoulder pads. Guess what? You don't even see them no more because the parents don't give a crap about the program and about you. So, you don't want those kind of people in your program. Take it from me after 15 years of experience, all right? Organize, okay? This is number 4. Organize. And what do I mean by this? When you are trying to attract a parent who wants their kid to feel safe, because that's the number one thing a parent's going to want. They want to put their kid in a program where they know, like, and trust the coaches, and they feel, and their kid feels safe. Even though they may know a kid may, injuries are a part of the game, they want to know that they can leave and their kid is in good hands. One of the number one things that a parent will look for is for you to have a very organized youth football program. You start practice on time. You end practice on time. You communicate and you prep your parents before practices. You give them updates throughout the week. You already give them a schedule of what's going to happen for that month or for that year or for the summer. You want to be very organized in how you are running your program. This is where great leadership skill come into play. That's why, just being a coach that's just about the football program, the on the field performance, that can hurt you, and that will hurt you if you're trying to have the best program, because you will start to lose the trust and respect from parents who are invested into their kids. You want to be organized and let them know what's going on. And what an organized program would do is attract organized people, right? What an unorganized program would do is attract unorganized people. So it's very important to make sure to set a strong tone by having a very organized program. All right, guys, number 5, and I kind of hinted on this a little bit. No freebies, guys. No freebies. And my opinion on this has changed a little bit over the years, but you know, you can raise money to get equipment and helmets and things of that nature for the kids, and you can rent those things out. But what you don't want to do is to, especially in your marketing strategy, what you don't want to do is let people know that, oh, we got free helmets, free equipment, free shoulder pads, all of that. You know what's going to happen? You're going to attract parents who just going to put their kid on the team because they don't have to pay for crap. And when you do that, what you do, and you're setting yourself up, take it from me, this happened to me 3 times in my in my coaching career, is that when you pay for all the kids to pay, or you pay for equipment, or you giving sponsored equipment to kids, what happens is at the end of the season, parents won't return the helmets, the shoulder pads. They take that stuff. They're not grateful. They're not thankful for it. They take it and they'll end up playing for another football team the following year with your equipment. You will even be you'll be playing a team and you will see a kid wearing your team logo on the helmet from last year. You know, take it from me. Don't be that coach that's just giving away freebies. And I was that coach and I got that hard. So what I do is I have a plethora of equipment that I will let a kid use for a certain amount of time. But I hold the parent accountable and let them, number one, I make sure they sign an agreement about that. That helps hold parents accountable. But another thing that I would recommend doing is allowing a kid to maybe wear some equipment until the parent actually go and purchase the equipment, and be very clear that, look, I can let him wear these shoulder pads for the next 2 weeks or so. But, we need to get that equipment back. And that's very important. That's very important, because this is what I've came to realize. A parent that's serious about their kid playing a sport and being successful at playing that sport, they're going to figure out a way to get that money for the equipment, period. I don't care what the financial or socioeconomic status of the parent is. That don't matter. They're going to figure it out at the end of the day, if they're really serious. And that's what I realized. And if they can't figure it out, I would not waste my time with having a child on the team. And does it hurt the kid in the long run? Well, think about it like this. It's going to hurt the kid worse when they parent don't take them to practice, don't take them to games, pull them from the program because the parent is, excuse my French, a shitty parent and not really invested into their kids' development. So don't be the freebies coach. You'll get burned. I guarantee it. All right, so number 6, and this is a good one. This is a very important one. And guys, I know when I say this one, you probably already been burned by this if you've been coaching for multiple years. You want to have high character volunteers, okay? If you have low character volunteers, usually those low character volunteers will start betraying you, trying to take over your program. They try to, they don't respect your football philosophy, your coaching style, and they begin to create a lot of rifts in your program. And that's one of the worst things that can happen. You want to look for high character volunteers. What is a high character volunteer? I define it as someone who trust, and is bought into your program, your leadership style, your leadership philosophy, and someone who has great character in the community, has great respect, in terms of their career. They are a person that is consistent, things of that nature. And don't get me wrong, I am the coach that if I see a bunch of men out there, You know, I'm going to ask a dad that's dedicated and has been bringing their kids to practice, do they want to be a drill coach? You know, do they want to participate on the field activities? I'm one that would do that. However, when I am choosing an assistant coach to really be kind of my arm, my right and left arm in the program, I need somebody that's bought into my philosophy. If I'm running the beast, I don't need them to over here knock the beast formation and be questioning why I'm running the beast. And this is my thing. I even say you can question why I'm running it, but you're not going to change anything. You don't want guys that's going to try to change your style, who you are. You know, they question your leadership style. They question your program. I mean, you can have coaches even question why are our jerseys, you know, this color. When you start hearing people asking why, watch out, because now you are beginning to get people that's beginning to create a lot of negative energy in your program, a lot of negative talking. And I'm telling you, if you don't already know this, bad news travel fast in the youth football program. I mean, hell, I mean, you can win all your games like I did, and you'll find people asking stupid questions. I can recall we played a team who was winning 40-something-0. And, you know, I got feedback from one of my leaders that people was complaining, talking about, why am I running the same play? Why? And it was hilarious because we was running the beast formation, the base set. And of course, if you're running the base set, it's a bunch set. We wasn't running the same play. We was just running the same formation variation. But because you got people who are in the stands that don't know anything about football, you know, they're questioning your style, even though you're beating the crap out of the other team that you're playing. So those are negative people. Those are toxic people. And so if you got people who are volunteers in your program who are negative, toxic, fighting, causing problems, love dysfunction, when you got those kind of people in your program, you're going to have a horrible program. You're going to have a hell of a program trying to get these people out later on, flush them out of your program. You don't want that. You want to enjoy your year. And the best way to do that is deal with high character people who love positivity, who want to help, who want to be an asset. Not all these rambunctious people who like drama, who are living in the past, who don't like nobody, who don't like you. You don't want that on your team, especially your volunteer staff. All right. All right, guys, we coming on down. So number 7. You want a community-focused program, and this is something that I've been since I started football 15 years ago, is that I'm always trying to connect with the elementary schools, the middle schools in my area. Not just the area where I started my football team, but in multiple areas in my regions. Because once you build that relationship with principals, assistant principals, community leaders, booster club members, things of that nature, these are high-level people, right? These are high-level people. When you're able to attract high-level people, they know other high-level people are other people of value. And so they'll start doing a lot of work for you if you invest in the community and be an asset to the community. When you be an asset to the community will be an asset right back. If you don't just focus on the communities that may need economic help, but focus on communities that have the type of kids that you're trying to recruit. That's very important, guys. All right, guys, number 8, strict guidelines. Look, when you start your program, and I'm going to be very quick with this one. Once you start your program, the first thing you need to have is a great parent meeting, okay, guys? You need to have a great parent meeting. My phone about to die, so I got to really hurry up, guys. You need to have a parent meeting before the season starts, and you need to be very strict, direct on what time practice starts. This goes back into being organized. You need to let the parents know what time practice starts, what you won't allow, you know, the consequences to actions. These things will repel people who do not value structure and organization. It will repel those people, and it will attract people who value organization, quality, structure. So don't be afraid to have these strict rules thinking you're going to run away parents and things of that nature. What you're doing is you're running away and you're filtering out the bad apples in your program. And you still won't get rid of all the bad apples, but you're going to get rid of a lot of them. All right, guys? All right, guys, parent involvement. Parent involvement. This is my point when I say this. I want you to feel me when I say this. When you set the tone in your program to already have quality people in the program, you won't have a major problem with parent involvement. Parents are going to want to help in some kind of way. They're going to want to do some kind of barbecues. They're going to want to do some kind of sleepovers and different activities for the kids to make your job easy. You don't have to do all the work when you got quality volunteers and parents in your program. And as I talk, you can probably even see how the puzzle pieces of these points are coming together when you have quality people. You will not have to worry about parent involvement. I remember years when I coached youth football, I had to pick all the kids up. They stayed 5 minutes away, even though I drove 35 minutes away from my house. Parents not involved at all. Championship games, I always tell this story. I felt bad for the team we played in the championship game 2 years ago because our crowd was full and you know, we probably had about 300 people out there supporting our kids. But across the football field, it was probably, I want to say 10 to 15 parents out, or adults. I don't even know if they was the parents out there. The bleachers were so empty and it broke my heart because if you're truly in this for the kids and you don't see parent support, it hurts the kids in the long run. So, you know, if you focus on quality people, you won't have a problem with parent involvement, but always promote it. Whether you got parents who are so-so or not, you need to always push for parent involvement, all right? And then lastly, media engagement. Okay, guys, this is one that some of you guys be like, oh, I don't want to fool with the media, but look, the media, especially local media, will be your best friend if you reach out to people in the community who's associated with media, podcast, Facebook Live, to do a lot of Facebook Lives in your community, who's known in the community that utilizes the media or has a following. Don't be afraid to utilize media to get the word out, to reach the people that you're trying to reach. I've been on radio shows, talk shows, TV shows. I've been featured with ESPN. Like, I've done it all, okay? And when you become known as the person on TV or social media that got this massive following. Guys, ESPN, I had 2.1 million views with my video. What do you think that did for me as a coach, right? That really pushed my reputation and pushed my quality out there as a youth football coach. So utilize media. If you're afraid of local media, start with people that's associated with the radio station, podcasts, and things of that nature, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be beasting out. All right, guys. So I hope you got value from this video, coach. I'll be I'm going to challenge you, or I'm just curious to know which one of these principles stand out to you the most that you want to apply, guys. I want you to share that in the comment section below, guys. Also, if you like this video, enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And maybe you're looking at this and you're saying, man, Coach Tim, I want to work with you. Man, I love to work with you. If you want to work with me, guys, I have a link in the description box where you can apply for my one-on-one coaching program, guys, where you can work with me. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but you're able to work with me one-on-one in my Beast Out You Elite Coaching Program, where you work with yours truly for 3 months, guys. And I help you with all of these things we just talked about and some, guys. So if you're interested in working with me, go down in the description box, first link, fill out the application. Make sure you book a free talk with me, basically a free 20-minute strategy call, guys. And we will talk about what's going on and how we can work together, guys. All right. All right, good deal. So I hope you got value out of this video, guys. Any questions, feel free to share it in the comments. Again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. All right, for more content like this. All right, this is Coach Tim with another video. Remember, be great, have fun, and beast out. Peace, guys.